Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we did finally get the rerun of the Aizen and Byakuya, the anniversary remake characters. And it is a 25-step banner with pity. This literally should have been what the banner was. I wouldn't even mind it as much. I still think it should have been just like the mid-month format, the crown format. But we haven't had the crown format since I think March, which is insane. That's absolutely insane. But yeah, we're getting this. I'm praying the filler is decent. I don't believe I've seen the filler yet, or maybe I'm blanking. But we were getting it in about 1 day's time. That's why the point event stopped and dropped. That's literally tomorrow. Okay, that makes more sense. I literally was like up and it said, oh, like, oh, 1 a.m. is when it drops. I was up at 1 and it didn't drop, so I was very confused. But that's why. It's gonna be here for about 2 weeks. Oh my god. Like, they're at least newer characters. They are newer, so it's like that's nice at least. But like, it's so unfortunate how much power creep really fucked over like the entirety of filler at this point, because Khan has no value. RERUN is like a decent buffer for power. Soul Reapers, I think, is what she does. Nemu is a whatever character in Guild Quest ever since they made GQ skills for NAD characters basically essential, up until recently where they started just over buffing NAD units. Jushiro is a coin farmer. Who cares? Yama is pretty good, actually. He's a pretty good side for melee human, I think. Ichigo is a drop-up farmer, and then Halle Bell is a super link-shot farmer, which was actually pretty nice. Like, if you're in need of a farmer, they're pretty good. But okay, every 5 steps this is a guaranteed 5-star, except 25, where the 25th step is pity. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's a must summon, but I do think that these characters are very good. If you really enjoy these characters, like, watch some of the showcases. Pretty much everyone I know that summoned and got these characters genuinely enjoys them. Like, thinks that they are probably some of the most fun characters in the game. There's a few things that is a bit gimmicky. Like, for example, Aizen is a only Frenzy 2 for whatever reason, but that's like whatever. I don't really care. They also don't have 200% immunity. They have the regular complete immunity, not the 200%. So keep that in mind. It's like freeze plus status pools, that sort of thing, they will not be immune to. But for the most part, I think they're absolutely exceptional characters. And then their killer, I guess, also kind of holds them back, because they have a boss killer, not a PvE killer, where you can use them in Limit Breaker for the most part. But you still can because of how broken they are. And as long as they have increased chance, they're fine. But obviously, they're not going to get like a killer bonus and stuff. But besides that, I think they're exceptional characters. So for Aizen, Captain Killer Plus, his EX is a wide range vortex. Very cool. Love the animations for these characters as well. He has a soul trait of 20% Berserker and 12% Recharge, with Sprinter plus 2, Havoc at 20%. He has Sharpshooter, Berserker of 80%, Devastation of 50%, Debilitator of 7 seconds, increased status summon chance against Soul Reapers. Also, Aizen is range, a range Captain Killer Plus with Dominate and Drain. Just basic Dominate, Drain, not Drain Plus or anything. So keep that in mind. He has Long Stride, damage inflicted at full stamina of 20%. Frenzy plus 2, Bombardment, damage to dominated enemies of 100%. Weakened defense, all status element duration of 100%, not 200. And then SP boost of 80%. Like, genuinely, if there wasn't, like, Status Summon Plus puddles, the only thing was, like, oh, why does he not have Status Summon Plus for both his Status Summons? But that's, like, whatever. I still think that it's fine. And then him not getting Frenzy 3. Like, like, that's pretty much, like, the only gimmick or gripe that I've seen about those characters. Besides their art, I still hate the ugly rainbow background art for premium, or for anniversary remakes in general. It really should have just been the exact same old anniversary art. I'm sorry, I think it would have looked better. I'm still going to complain about it because I think it looks stupid. And then we have Byakuya, who's a... God, is he ranged? Ranged Tornado Killer Plus, and then he has a Paralysis Plus as his status element. He has a vortex around oneself, so it's like a vortex just like around you. And I believe you also get a barrier with it, which is pretty cool. He has a soul trait of 20% Berserker and 12% Recharge. Sprinter +2, Havoc at 20%, Sharpshooter. Attainable skills, 50% Berserker, 50% Devastation, Debilitator +5 seconds, increased status summon chance against Quincy's. He has Long Stride, SP boost at 80%, Frenzy 3, Bombardment 1, damage to paralyzed enemies at 50%, weaken defense, all status summon, duration minus 100%, and then on top of that, the full stamina only increased strong attack damage of 40%. This character is an absolute beast. He is absolutely insane. I genuinely think he is... Trying to think of all the characters before I actually say this, but I think he's second best mind character in the game. What other mind characters are in this game before I get pushed back? Obviously Ichigo's number 1. I can't think of any other mind character that's better than Byakuya besides Ichigo. Power, I think would be... God, I don't remember any power characters recently. I'm not gonna lie. I'd have to look at the inventory or the thing, but oh well. Either way, they're still absolutely insane. Khan, I'm just gonna quickly go over these characters because I think they are all pretty much worthless. He is just a coin farmer. Coin farmer, decent buffs for like your team party stuff or whatever. He also has jewel and coin drop, or crystal and jewel drop. But besides that, he's a very whatever character. He's decent. What does she buff? Because I mean, she's a farmer, so that's nice, I guess, for newer players. But she has the team party buffs of power attribute character damage to status and affected enemies of 30%. And then she has power attribute character strong attack damage of 20%. And then team party power attribute character special move damage of 30%. The Soul Bomb one is pretty much garbage. You're still not going to nuke probably. But she is a decent buffer if you don't have anybody like the likes of like Tenjiro or Masaki. Or the Mashiro, the Valentine's one, you know, stuff like that. If you don't have any of those characters, she is a good alternative for your power characters like Soifon, Aizen. Can't think of any power characters, I can't lie. I can't think of any. I'm going to check about the inventory after this. I cannot remember. Nemu is just a ranged Nad Quincy booster. Just she has the gauge though, and... the gauge buildup is so slow, it's just not that great. When she has the gauge, she's great. Without it, she's very lackluster, unfortunately. Like in Guild Quest, because that's like the main place you use NAD units. And even then, like outside of Guild Quest, like she, like unless you're like just like farming, like hard content, it's like she's kind of lackluster. It's whatever. She's fine. Jusho yet again is another farmer. Coin drop. And then he just has like 100% coin drop in total. Cool. Nothing. And then Crystal and Jewel. Wow. But besides that, that's about it. Yama is a very good NAD unit for the melee human GQ. A bunch of buffs. Normal attack damage inflicted at full stamina for the soul trait. Very good soul trait for any speed NAD unit. He has long reach. He has guard break. He has more enemy defeated bonus for more berserker. Or, bruiser NAD damage. He has Bruiser of 40%. He also has Berserker for whatever reason. That's weird. He has some melee damage. You know, he has some GQ skills. Flurry 1 or Flurry 2 and GQ, that sort of thing. But yeah, he's pretty good. He hits pretty hard. And then we have Ichigo, who's just a droplet farmer. 30% technique droplets. 20 more percent. And then a guarantee plus 10. Very disappointing character when he first released. My god, the backlash was insane. And then we have Holly-Bell, who I believe is a plus 10 super Linkshot farmer, and then 5 Linkshot farmer. And yeah, as I said before, or at least I hope I said it, I think this banner is fine. It's fine. I think the filler is just very lackluster because they don't really drop premiums. And it looks like they really don't want to put on a bunch of the 1,000 or lower seasonals that we've gotten recently, so they said this is what it is. They really should have put Okiura or Vassalorda Ichigo remake in here, and I think that would have enticed quite a bit more people. Like, you just need to throw one in there. Just one. Because, the value that they give, they are so much better than the alternative for, like, Shinji or Masaki. Masaki, I think they score somewhat similar, but the usability of Masaki is so bad. I hate that character. Like, she genuinely feels awful. 18% shave and an SA2 barrage. I just don't like the kit at all. At least Okiura makes up for it with his better damage, but yeah. They should have added an extra good character or two, in my humble opinion. Maybe got rid of some of the farmers like Halibel and drop a Ichigo. Maybe put in one of the Vassallori or Okiura, and then maybe put in Mugetsu or something. I know Mugetsu is not insanely broken, but he is a hype character for a lot of people, and that probably would have been a bit better than Jushiro. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know if you're summoning. I am thankfully able to skip this. I pulled these guys from tickets after going like 20 steps on each of their banners, or on their banner, I mean, and I got shafted on that. So thankfully I don't have to summon. But at least this one has pity, so I think it is a bit more worthwhile going in rather than the seventh step banner format that we got a few months ago. But yeah, take care, peace out, best of luck.